Good morning. Good morning.
And finally, new rule, nothing with crypto in the title ever turns out good.
Don't write me about Bitcoin, please. I don't give a don't ask me.
Bitcoin happens to use a lot of energy. It happens to promote anonymous transactions.
Bitcoin is not a currency.
Not bullish on Bitcoin.
You, John McAfee, believe in the power of Bitcoin. So much so that you'll put your on the table, chop it up, put it in your mouth, swallow.
If it doesn't reach at least $1 million.
99.999% of the people that own Bitcoin are f***ing morons. That's just it.
What's it feel like to be a Bitcoin?
I don't have any Bitcoin.
You don't?
No.
Okay.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning. I don't know why I laughed so hard at that intro this morning. Some mornings it just makes me laugh.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
March 1st to Wednesday.
It's the
And,
first.
man, things just don't stop happening. It's just it's a never ending.
Isn't that weird? Isn't it weird life like that? Is like that.
Stream.
Things just don't stop happening.
Bitcoin is what are we like? We're just it's like we're the bulls are back, baby. Just kidding. But Bitcoin has had a nice little run here. We will obviously be doing the charts in the second half. If you're new here, of course, like, subscribe. We do this every morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time, and we do charts in the second half. First half, we do newsy stuff, and let's check out those numbers.
Newsy
Sorry, I thought I had
stuff.
this up already, but we are looking at the market here, and we see a lot of green. That is for sure. And there are lots of theories about what's going on, but we have a lot going on, obviously, with Russia. And they've been ejected from SWIFT. I saw today someone was pointing out that many of their banks' websites. I'm flipping through their tabs. These are the Sberbank websites, even the .ru. Their bank websites are down, and there is a lot of FUD around what's going on in Russia and sanctions, financial sanctions, all that. It is kind of, someone pointed out, it's like, if someone's using the blockchain to move lots of money, it would be obvious because it's all open ledger. But money could be moved in smaller chunks and washed in different ways, of course. But we are surging. The crypto market is surging. I mean, this article even from this was from yesterday, so I guess that's a little outdated. That's why. But we're now up at 44,000, and there is a lot of uncertainty, but I think Bitcoin is showing that it maybe can weather some uncertainty, even though we had that little drop.
I was just gonna say on that. I was just reading because I thought I heard something about Anonymous, the hacker group.
Yeah.
Making threats and stuff on the banks, and so
Yeah.
I think the reasons why you can't get to the sites is because they hacked them. They shut them down.
Could be, yeah. I have seen a lot
It
of
looks like
talk of
they're
that too.
claiming responsibility for it.
Oh,
So
okay. Well, there you
then
go.
I don't know how true it was. I did see an anonymous video yesterday too, saying that on the March 3rd, they're gonna essentially they're hacking the banking system and essentially sending
Yeah, saw
all the
this.
money in the banks. They said to Ukraine.
Yeah.
I just think I don't know
Who knows
how if that
how
was actually
viable that even is, but yeah, that's interesting
that would
threat.
be insane. That would be
Um,
like if you
yeah,
need
then
a reason to go put your
just
finances on blockchain. I
another
mean,
reason,
come
just another
on.
reason, just another reason. I mean, the reasons are piling up. There's so many
Dude.
reasons, from being potentially having your funds hacked to potentially having the state just take your money, potentially having the state close your bank account. We've seen all these different scenarios over the past couple, the past like 2-3 weeks. We've seen all these different
Yeah.
scenarios play out, sanctions coming in. I mean, there's a million different ways that the existing banking and financial infrastructure can be hacked or taken down or clamped down, or just your money taken from you by the government or whoever. I mean, there's obviously methods built into the system to just take money and freeze accounts. Those kind of switches are, so to speak, are in the programming of whatever the systems they're using to transact. So it is definitely a little concerning that all these traditional systems seem to be not faring so well in times of conflict and uncertainty. Whereas with crypto, even where we have a couple exchanges now saying they are going to start banning Russian accounts, they're exchanges I've never heard of so far. They're like Whitebit, Kuna, and I saw. I don't get mad at me, algorithm. I think it's spelled cex.io. So I'm just gonna say I'm just gonna leave that there. That exchange. And so there are a couple exchanges that have started banning. The big exchanges still say that they are not, they're not going to start banning users unless there is specific legal entities that are essentially compelling them to do so. There was a thread by the Kraken CEO and he was kind of saying this. He was just saying, like, that could come at any time for these exchanges, those kind of requirements. But the legal requirement to do so. But he said for now, that's not the case. So they're not going to take any action. And he also then went on to say that the top reserve tokens are centralized as well, like USDT and USDC, and they have centralized control of freeze functionality that can be commandeered as easily as a bank account. And then he said, stick to real crypto. And I know that's true. We've seen in a couple recent cases where USDT or USDC had been frozen for various reasons. So, yeah, I mean, again, the good old crypto, the original OG blockchain technology, the wallets where you have your own key. These are the ways that you do crypto in the most safe and secure way, at least, where no one has really control over it except for you. So, yeah, I mean, just a whirlwind, I would say, of financial related and crypto related news, kind of unexpectedly with this invasion. Other thoughts, Jonas, brother?
No, it's all jacked up, man. That's all I gotta
You're like, this is crazy. You're like, it's crazy. It's crazy.
I don't well I just don't, yeah, there's nothing they can really do about it, It's,
again, it's and I think as a company, you have to be careful when you're these kind of exchanges about also the precedents that can be set. You just have to be careful because you never know when all of a sudden it could be other way around, or all of a sudden it could be US residents for whatever reason. So you just never know. And just to round out our news segment with something a little lighter, and some people will just be sick of this kind of news, but we got to cover it. AMC Theaters is going to accept 2 meme coins in the coming weeks. The favorites, Doge and Shib, of course. the Dog coins.
Oh, very
They'll be using
interesting.
BitPay though. So, BitPay. BitPay is an awesome, awesome company that allows you. It's kind of like a Stripe for accepting cryptocurrencies. So,
Mhm.
AMC is just going to be. It sounds like integrating BitPay in some way. I wonder if that'll be. Yeah, I wonder how they'll do that. But pretty cool. Anyway, that is our little news segment. Don't want to get too deep into the muck, just skimming over the surface so we get a nice waft of the
Just get a nice, just skim it.
of the stench. Yes.
Skim the
Skim some of that off the top
surface.
and leave you with that. Don't want to bore you guys to death. So let's
I'm
roll
really
on.
interested in this anonymous stuff. I'm like, what the hell are they doing, dude? That's crazy how much havoc they're.
Yeah,
Anyways,
I do know.
yeah, let's do
In the
good
past
charts.
couple days, there's been a lot of they've downed a lot of websites, at least
Yeah, it just
reportedly.
keeps coming.
And
There's
I
this
mean,
beat
those have got to be probably massive DDoS attacks. I'm not even sure how you harness the amount of power required to even conduct a DDoS attack that strong. But I'm not an IT guy, so
Are you gonna
I
get
don't know these
yourself
kind of things.
a Pixelmon, Freeman?
I was
You
the
think
first buyer. I was the first minter. I
No,
minted
you
Pixelmon #1.
Dude, I was looking at Kevin. There's some people selling them for like 100 ETH.
Okay, well, now we got to tell everybody. I mean, most people here probably know what Pixelmon are, but Pixelmon was an NFT project that just started minting and
Bombs.
launched a couple days ago, and has had quite a bit of controversy about the art not really being up to spec. And I was trying to find, where is the
Yeah, they
OpenSea?
do not look like that, do they?
Not quite. No, here, let me pull up this one that Matt sent me. Here's one of the Pixelmon Matt sent me. This is number 5,828. And these were going to be, I believe, part of a game, is what they're saying. But NFT projects can promise the world, man. And then if things don't work out and it just falls apart. Look at this. That's some stunning.
What is that?
Stunning.
What is that?
Stunning.
And
Well,
then you
let's
guys
look at
show
its
Kevin.
properties.
Kevin's the
Well,
most
yeah,
famous
everybody. Yeah, I
Pixelmon.
mean, pretty much everyone knows Kevin. You should
Everyone
send
knows
me.
Kevin.
I guess we'll just watch as Kevin Pixel.
Here, I have it.
Mon.
I have it. No, I have. If you want, I could just put it up on my screen if you want.
Yeah, you should do that. You should do that before everyone leaves, because they're just like they're just.
And then we'll get to the charts. I swear, but this is
yeah.
important.
Matt brought it up, so now we have to cover Pixelmon. It's just.
Yeah. So there you go. Here's Kevin.
Oh, there is Kevin. Oh, wait, are there a couple? So Kevin is not just one. There's many.
No,
Kevins.
There's lots of Kevins. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that a lot of the NFTs are identical, or at least that's what I've heard. I don't know if that's true, but that a lot of them have the exact same characters, backgrounds, everything. Is that what you're seeing?
Funny. Yep. Yeah.
Wow, 888 ETH.
That's the priciest one. I think
okay.
Yeah, they're just You
what is the floor right now? Do you know?
The floor point.
Okay, 0.43. Oh
I think the lowest Kevin is like 6 ETH, which is still quite a bit.
Some of them are still eggs. They haven't. The metadata is all messed up.
I noticed that there's a lot of eggs still.
Interesting. Yeah, that reveal. If you want to look more into that, you can go on Twitter and find all.
It's a big meme.
Stuff. This was just a big disaster. All these are like stock. These are pretty much all stock 3D assets that were used, and so it's not original artwork. And yeah, it's so bad.
All right,
that
let's go to the chart.
It's like a cult. It's like it's got its own little cult of weirdos.
Yeah, it's so bad. It's
like how bad it is.
Yeah. $70 million.
It did, yeah. It sold out, and yeah, it raised $70 million.
All right, let's do this charts. Charts. All right. So, where are we? We are in charts. All right. So everything was pumping, right? Since yesterday. We kind of we're in this downtrend. Like right now, the S&P 500 is down, but could be going up. It just opened, so it's you know how it is when it opens. It just kind of does a bunch of zigzags at first, but but yeah, right now it's down 0.16, and as soon as the market opened, we have this drop here in Bitcoin. Um, I would just kind of expect it to hit some support here and then come right back up. We're on the 24-minute timeline, right? So maybe something. Oh, well, wrong tool. Maybe something that's like just hitting off of the daily open here. So maybe bouncing up here and then doing another leg up. Um, the thing is that we are hitting some important uh, resistance here. Okay, we can easily see that on something like the 4 hour. All right. Ah. So, we really wanted to kind of break above here. What is this? This is 45, about 46,000, right? We want to get a higher high. I'm not sure if we're going to get it or not. Who knows? But I mean, if we look at the 4 hour, we still got a decent size momentum wave. Money flow is up. VWAP is trending down, but that could change. And we have a giant wick right here on the 4 hour, and usually, it did well. It came close. It came real close, didn't it? But yeah, we're really and so this if this is the high, like just watch out because this could be the high for this leg, and then it can maybe start coming back down here. Because we're still in kind of a bearish downtrend, right? We have the 50 EMA down below the 200. It is pointing up pretty aggressively, and it could cross it. So that's something to watch out for. Daily. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Daily, we have, I mean, just look at yesterday. That is incredible. So yesterday alone, let's see, we had that's like a 17. I mean, if you included today, yeah, 20% about. That's pretty impressive. It's pretty impressive, Bitcoin.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean,
Pumpage.
daily, we're up above the 50 right now. So you can kind of expect a retrace down to the 50 here. So maybe it comes down from here, and then bounces off the 50 EMA on the daily. Because see, what happened here, it came up, broke the 50, broke back down, broke back up, broke down. And so you really kind of want to see it break the 50 and the 50 EMA, right? And challenge it and then keep going. And stay above the 50 EMA for some time so that the 50 EMA can then cross right back over the 200 and give us a much more bullish uptrend. Because yeah, I mean, although what we could be seeing, right? So we could be seeing, right? It's going to get lower highs here, right? And then come on down, and maybe a higher, maybe a higher low still. We could still get a higher low, and then just kind of play in this range. So that's what I'm seeing, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Or this is a classic W. All right, so we have leg down, up, boom, and then if we can break this. If we break it and we start actually closing a day candle above this level, then hey, we could be looking at some bullish days ahead.
Yeah.
But I'm really, just because we are in such a uncertain times right now with everything going on in the world, it's I'm really watching what's happening with the markets in general, right? So let's check out the S&P, huh? Should we check that out? Should we check it out?
Of course.
All right. So here we have here. Let's go down to like 5 minutes. So we opened this morning with this gap here. Wait, was that this morning? No, it wasn't this morning. I was like, that is way too long. We opened. Get this marker out of here. All right. So here we go. We opened here. We opened, right? It was down. So we have this gap. And what usually happens whenever there's a giant gap, it gets filled, right? So this gap right here was immediately filled once the market opened, and it starts trending down. But here in the 5 minute, it's hitting the 50 EMA. Maybe it bounces up here. You're kind of maybe hoping here that it bounces up, and then this, the market starts turning back around. So does Bitcoin, and if Bitcoin starts turning around, so do altcoins, and it's just good for everyone if the market starts turning back around. But we'll see. I mean, daily open, it's below it. I'm not quite sure what the news is going on today as far as like there's market reports or whatnot. There usually is something every day that's released, right? But I mean, for today, I'd really, it would be actually pretty cool if it can hold this and then pop right up. But I don't know. I don't know, guys. We could have a downer day. I don't know. Because if you look back, right, what I'm really waiting to see the S&P 500 and this whole war and everything could totally make this whole process longer than what I was expecting and all that. But we're looking for a correction in the market, and by that I mean, hey, you see dips happen, right? They come down, dips happen, but then it comes right back up, right? And then another dip comes right back up, dip comes right back up, dip comes right back up. You get the point, right? So what I'm looking to see is a more of a correction pattern here, because we are in whoosh, one giant dip here. And it looks like, we could be trying to get out, but if we're looking for some patterns, we'd probably want to see maybe another one down and then up. I don't know, something like that. Is what you want to see, maybe like a good old fashioned W here. And maybe no, that wouldn't be it. So this is a lower low.
Yeah, I'd say
So
if you want to be going long and bull, you're probably waiting, for at least a little bit of a pullback, and then a confirmation that you're going up at least.
yeah, because for me to really get like super optimistic about Bitcoin, I got to get optimistic about S&P 500 and stuff like that. Like it's gotta start looking like we're gonna be getting back on track and hitting these this kind of trend line you can naturally see here, right? So yeah, I mean, look at that. So it's like you want to start trying to get back on track and get back up on this trend line. And so I mean, yeah, I just expect it to have at least another pullback, because you want to you'd like to see a higher low before it's probably going to be scoured back. This is a perfect example right here, actually. You see, you have this is back in October. Yeah, see, perfect old W formation here. Comes down, comes up, comes down, breaks out, right? Breaks above that. Here, we're really, I mean, See, the thing is that we don't really have this isn't this is an incomplete W
Yeah.
essentially, right?
Yeah.
We want to see
Yeah.
boom, boom.
You had a
So anyway,
lower low there.
yeah, so we might actually be seeing some.
Yeah. Same.
Maybe the market's going to be down today and tomorrow, or maybe it's just today, right? I don't know. It doesn't need. It could just be one candle, and then it wicks back up. It just needs to be. It doesn't have to be perfect, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Keep your eyes on the charts.
Is that your new saying?
Hey,
Can you say that every time?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, because it's like it
Your
reminds
eyes
me of
on the
that
charts.
the dude that's on the radio that talks about like the different solar system stuff going on that day. He's like, keep your eyes on the stars or something like that.
And then that transitions back to the news desk. And they're like, well,
Something like
thanks.
that. Yeah, yeah,
It was a great report.
yeah.
We will.
Yep.
We will,
Keep
Jones.
your
We
eyes on the
will.
chart.
We will. Okay, well, thanks
Cool.
for walking us through what's going on today in the charts and in the markets, and we will be back here again tomorrow to do some more of that good stuff. In the meantime, please go check out gmdefi.xyz. You can become a supporting member over there, become part of the morning club, and by connecting your wallet and signing up right there, you get also access to our kimono wave indicator, which you can see on Matt's screen there at the bottom. And we are going to also have more goodies in there before you know it. So check it out, gmdefi.xyz. Other than that, like, subscribe, all that stuff, and we will be back here tomorrow again at the same time, 9:30, to give you the news and the charts. To do this again.
Yep. See you mañana.
Bye, guys.